Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Monkey Wrench. I'm Kelly, the monkey with the wrench, and today we are working on this Craftsman T210 riding mower. In the last video we took the deck off. That was just a quick how to remove and replace a deck on this Craftsman tractor for those people who thought it was hard. So if you need to see that, just look back a video or two. I don't know how close together these will be coming out, but what I've got to do is change the blades. So what I'm going to do is stand it up on its end, make sure it doesn't fall down on you, and I've got to get this nut off so I can get the blades off. The best way to do that is going to be to use a C-clamp, but you have to have a C-clamp that's big enough to be able to go in there and stop that blade from turning while you get a wrench on it, and that's always the fun part. So just get that on there, make sure it's tight. You may have to get a little block of wood to put in there. In this case, I don't know, I might have to get a block of wood. Maybe not, we'll see. It's a 15/16, and yes, this is a torque wrench, but it's an old broken one, and I'm just using it as a large ratchet to get some leverage on it, and hopefully, nope. All right, I'm gonna have to get a bigger clamp. I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to break out the big clamp and a piece of wood and put it on the inside. And I'm going to spare you what I just went through. It took me half an hour to get that nut to lock loose. It was on there so well, and I guess for so long, that even my big leverage wouldn't work. I tried my impact gun, and granted my impact gun is small, but normally it does the job, even on flywheels on these things. This didn't want to come loose, so I ended up having to use the big bar, and this is the wrench that I put balls on hitches, which is just as long, and I had to go over the top like that and add that much leverage and all my body weight and pull the muscle in my back just to get this one to break free. Now that I have, it's an easy change once I get this thing off, which actually I don't need to take that off because I'm going to be putting the blade back on and I need to tighten it on. So we're just going to take this nut off. Now I've seen sometimes I can take and put a wrench or a ratchet on the top of the spindle to break that free. The problem is that they both have nuts on them and one might break free before the other. So that doesn't always work. This does. Finally, I got it off. Now, I have this question all the time. People ask me, they run into me at the parts house, know I work on machines. I get machines all the time that the blades are put on upside down. Blades are real simple, okay? They have a cutting edge. That's what this is. I'm just making sure I'm on camera. They have a cutting edge and they have a lifting edge. When you put a blade on, you want to look at that blade and you want to go, the cutting end should be facing you on your right side. That's the right side of the nut. If it's on the right side and it's facing you, then it's on the right way. The back lift should always point up. So you can see that's got a lift on it. That should always point up towards the machine. So all we have to do is put that back on, match the stars, because this is a star pattern, put the bolt back on it. And we know that the blade is on correctly. As long as the lift edge is facing up towards the machine, we know it's correct. Spin the blade, make sure you're not hitting anything. Now I can put it back on and tighten it. with my ratchet. Changing blades is very easy to do if you can get the old one off. Now I'm not going to put you through it on the other side because it may take me half an hour to get that sucker off. But just make sure it's tight and it's on, and that's it. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Like I said, I'm not going to make you watch me kill myself trying to get that blade off any more than I made you watch me kill myself getting this one off. And I was afraid I was going to have to go to the store and buy another tool because I didn't think that this stupid thing was going to come off. And I'm a tenacious dude. Give it a spin, make sure it's free and clear, and we're good to go. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and I'll bring you back in a minute. Just because I like to show the reality to my viewers of what it actually takes to do some of this stuff. I haven't touched the other side yet. I just set up the clamp. Let's just see, for shits and giggles, if this thing's gonna break free or if it's gonna take me just as much crap to get it off as the last one. This one, thankfully, I can go downward. Maybe my body weight will break it free. Woo! That one went easy. That was real time, baby. The other one literally took me half an hour. I beat on it for a while with the impact driver. Like I said, I had to use that long ratchet and the extra leverage. I should have gotten a pipe. I should have gotten a 3-foot pipe. And I cut myself right there because the old blades are still sharp. Now these blades are pretty well worn. They've been on for a while. Most people run professional lawn services. They have their blades sharpened. I sharpen blades every week for customers. If a blade can be sharpened, I will sharpen it. I will tell them don't waste the money. But if you can see on the end of that blade, that's the cutting edge, and this is the lip side. Okay, that's how much blade is missing between the old and the new. The cutting all gets done on this first ½ inch. All the rest of this, as it gets worn down and resharpened, he sharpened these things probably 100 times. So he got his money out of them without a doubt. So now all we gotta do is line up the stars. I love the star pattern because they fit right on. If they're the correct blade, they fit right on. The lifting edge is raised towards the top of the deck, just like I said. And when I spin it, the cutting edge will be facing me on my right. And that's how you know you put the blade on right or correctly. So I'm just going to tighten it up. Make sure it's completely tight. It is. And that's it. Now, if the first bolt, the first nut had come off as easy as the second nut did, which took what, 10 seconds? Once I had the clamp set up. If the first one had come off as easily, changing your blades would take about 10 minutes to pull the deck off, put the deck back on, and about 5 minutes to change the blades. So you're only talking about 15 or 20 minutes if you know what you're doing. Like I said, watch the video that goes up before this one on how to remove the deck. It's real easy. There's thousands of videos online about how to do it. But I did it anyway. So there you go. 2 new blades on this Craftsman T210. I think that's a 50-inch deck. I don't know. See if it's written on there. It's a 42. Oh, I didn't think it was that big. It's a 42-inch deck. And now what we're going to do in the next video is I'm going to take this tractor and flip it up on its side because I have to change the drive belt. So if you're interested in seeing how to change the drive belt on these things, come back, check out the next video. Give me a thumbs up while you're here. It's right down there at the bottom of the video. Hit the subscribe button for me. I'm almost at 1,000. If you don't see the subscribe button because you're on your phone, you'll see a little circle next to my name with a black picture of a sea turtle. If you touch that, it'll take you to my main page. Then you can hit the subscribe button. Then you come back and check out some more of my videos. Thanks for stopping by. See you soon.